And welcome back, guys, to the channel, and here we're back with some some Major League action here. We have the New York Honey Badgers here against the Houston Reapers, and this is a game here late in the late stages of this game. In the bottom of the ninth, New York up 9-8. Dave Castillo trying to get the save, and he does get the second out here against Chris Bryant. We're going to highlight a full game between these two teams right here, because in my opinion, these are two of the best teams in the American League right now. These two teams met up in the American League Championship Series last season. And Diego Castillo here going up against Michael Conforto, throwing the first pitch in there for a strike, a four-seam fastball, as now the 0-1 pitch is a fly ball, foul ball into the seats, 0-2. As we have one more episode after this one, and then we'll be on to the end of the month. As the next pitch, that's going to be a base hit, though, on the line drive, and into left field for a single. So they do have a base runner here. Does Houston, the Reapers, not dead yet here in this bowl game, as they have given themselves a chance here, the base runner. And now we get Justin Upton, who's 2 for 4 in this game with a home run, a single, and 3 ribbies. He has had an excellent start to this season despite being 38 years old. A really good start to him this season. So on a 0-2 count here with, again, that man on first and 2 away, he fouls that pitch off a high fastball to get the count to 0-2. And the next pitch is down the middle basically, and he looks at it for strike 3 called, and the ball game is over. So New York wins this one. Stephen Quinlan actually does get the win in this game, as really New York took the lead pretty early on in this game, and the Reapers had to kind of mount a comeback, and they almost did come all the way back in this one, but they fall short here tonight, 8-9. So that was just a late game scenario there, and now we're going to go into a full game between these two ball clubs here. Diego Castillo getting a save. He's got 6 of them already this season. We have an 8-9 final here, and you can look at the box score right there. Not really many runs early on in this game, but man, late, a lot of runs coming across. So now we go on to the next game in this series between these two. New York starting out the season at 15-7. The Reapers just 1 game above 500. Houston has kind of struggled to begin the season and open the gates here this year. New York, they have been excellent ever since the season began, and they have one of the best records in baseball right now here early on. So you have Ryan Yarbrough pitching here for the Reapers, and he has been excellent in 4 starts so far this season. 23 innings, 23.2 innings, only giving up 23 hits in total, with a around a 2.3 ERA, as he's been the best pitcher for Houston here so far this season, as the Reapers try and continue to, push above 500 here on their season. So John White here starting the season off incredibly hot this year, batting .337 to start the year. He does get out in that at bat, and now we go to Willie Calhoun, who's kind of started the season really slowly. Probably one of the worst hitters for New York in this lineup so far this year, only batting .236. And he has a ground ball over to first that is picked up by Andrew Vaughn, and he steps on the bag for the out. I go to Stephen Quinlan here in this one, and this would be his 5th start of the season as well. And just like Ryan Yarbrough, he has had an excellent start to the year for him with a 2.16 ERA, as he has been starting out the season incredibly hot as well. So Luis Robert, the leadoff hitter here for Houston, he has done a great job leading off for this ball club here, as he's hovering around 300 mark. And the first pitch of the game for Stephen Quinlan, and it is in there for a strike. So again, 15-7 for New York on the year. One of the best records in baseball, but certainly one of the best records in the American League. This is the best team in the American League, in my opinion. And that's a strikeout there by Quinlan of Robert, who swings right through a high fastball for the first out of the bottom of the first inning here. And again, cannot catch up to that baseball. As now we go to Chris Bryant, who's starting out the season alright with a 277 average and a 1-2 pitch to him. He swings and misses at a low changeup for strike 3. And Stephen Quinlan, man, has a good start to this game. A couple of Ks here in the opening frame. And through 1, no hits, no runs. So now we go to top of the second, a 3-1 count to Tim Anderson. And he will take a ball upstairs just a little bit high. And the manager for Houston does not think so. He is ripping on the umpire right now, giving him what's for. He thought that pitch was definitely a strike. And Yarbrough a little upset as well at that pitch, missing the zone. And now you got Jesus Sanchez coming up, who has been one of the most dangerous hitters in baseball to start the year. A 3.55 average with, already almost double-digit homers. He has been just incredible to start the season, but that time he flies out to center field for the first out of the second.
That is it. The first base.
So now with 2 away here in the inning, here's the rookie Jose Gonzalez. 3-1 pitch to him is a liner that is stopped by the third baseman, who goes to second for the force to end the top of the second inning. So Juan Yarbrough doesn't work around that questionable ball 4 call on the walk, and does not give up anything here in the top of the second. So now we go bottom 2, Justin Upton up again, and a 2-1 pitch to him is a ball driven down the line in right field. That is going to go all the way to the corner, and Justin Upton, not a supremely fast guy, is going to work his way to second there with a double here with 1 out of the bottom of the second, and that would be the first hit of the game by either team so far to start this one out. So great job there by Justin Upton as he swung that ball, and he hit that ball very well. Now man in swing position for Eugenio Suarez here as he swings and misses for strike 3. Third strikeout of the game for Quinlan here, and now 2 down in the bottom of the second. Now again, Anthony Santander, who has only had 1 hit in his last 15 at-bats and has really struggled to start the year, only batting 153 to begin the season. He has been this team's worst hitter to begin the year. He has not been performing very well at all for Houston and this Reapers team. So he does hit a fly ball, a foul ball there that goes pretty far, but now a 1-2 pitch. And his struggles continue here as he swings and misses at a high 2-seamer for strike 3. And Quinlan, through 2 innings, getting 4 strikeouts, working around the double. So now we go top 3 here. Henry Tadano, look at him. 382 average, 8 homers, and 20 RBIs. He might honestly be the hottest hitter to start the year by anybody. I mean, a 382 average for Henry Tadano. And this is a guy that, didn't really perform very well in his rookie year. He struggled in his rookie season, to say the least. And so he was really okay at best. But this year, man, how about this? An incredible start for Tadano this season. I can only hope that he keeps it up, because he could potentially be one of the best catchers in the game if he continues what he's doing right now. Obviously, he's not going to be getting 282 at the end of the year, but, I mean, he just needs to have a good season and be able to grow. And then the next batter does ground out into a double play, though, unfortunately, to get 2 down here in the top of the third. And now we go bottom of the third inning. Paul DeYoung up, the number 9 hitter. And another strikeout for Stephen Quinlan on another fastball. And the 5th one of the game. Getting of these hitters swinging. And that's because Stephen Quinlan's stuff is really, really good. And again, remember, Stephen Quinlan, only 24, 25 years old. Not sure which one I can't really bet on either one of those. I know he's 24 or 25, still very, very young. And a guy that definitely I can see becoming one of the better pitchers in the entire game here in a couple of years. He does give up a 2-out double here, though, to Luis Robert, as he continues with a 10-game hitting streak here for him. And again, he's a guy that's excellent at getting on base for sure. And now Andrew Vaughn in a 3-2 pitch, a fly ball. That is right to the right fielder, Willie Calhoun, who brings it in and makes the catch to end the inning. So far, both of these pitchers really pitching well here through the first 3 innings. no runs, only 3 hits in total. Now we go to the top of the 4th here. Josh Naylor up, and he lines a ground ball hard right at the first baseman. Andrew Vaughn takes it, steps on the bag to get the out. Middle of the 4th, still no score here in this one. And again, these are 2 great pitchers, and they are pitching like it here to begin this ball game. Go to the bottom of the 4th now. Michael Conforto, who's 0 for 1 tonight. The 0-1 pitch to him. A ball sent out deep into right center field. Backing up as their center fielder at the wall, and it's gone! There's a home run, and that's the first run of the ball game. Michael Conforto lifting his 11th homer on the year into the outfield, and it's 1-0 Houston. And a beautiful swing there. 11 homers already for Conforto, who has been starting out the year incredibly hot. 3.99 on the distance, just barely getting out. But now it's 1-0 Houston. So now Justin Upton coming up, and he swings and misses. So Stephen Quinlan recovering after the strikeout to get after the home run to get a strikeout, his 6th of the ball game. And man, Michael Conforto, he is a free agent after this year, and I honestly do not know whether or not this Houston team is going to be able to sign him. He's going to want a lot of money, and depending on how Andrew Vaughn plays this year, he's not doing very well this season, but Andrew Vaughn is still young. And if Andrew Vaughn has a good season, well then, it's going to be a really tough decision for Houston, because I do not think that they're going to be able to sign both of them back. So it's going to be really interesting to see what happens with Conforto and Andrew Vaughn by season's end. Because Conforto, all things considered, could potentially be a free agent next year. That's going to be a double, though, into the gap here in the top of the 5th to lead off the inning. So a good hit and a good swing there by the rookie Jose Gonzalez, who, well, leading the Rookie of the Year chase here early on. I know it's, very first few weeks of the season, but he has been really hot. Definitely the hottest Rookie of the Year to start. And he would move to 3rd on that ground ball by the number 9 hitter. And now we go to John White, the leadoff man, with the runner on 3rd here and 1 away. Ryan Yarbrough trying to keep this game right where it is, 1-0. But then John White lines a ball into center field, and the center fielder tried to dive after it. He couldn't get it, and John White is going to go all the way around to 3rd, and is going to score that runner, and now we're tied at 1. It kind of looked like a weird edit that I did, but that was actually, the animation that the game had. It kind of cut that play kind of weirdly, but basically center fielder tried to dive to get the ball, and he couldn't. So now we're tied at 1. So now the youngster Curtis LeFab up, and he would send a ball into the gap out there in left center field. That's going to go to the wall. That's going to score another run. And New York has taken the 2-1 lead here in the bottom of the 5th. And that's a double for Curtis LeFab. And Curtis LeFab, man, he's such a promising young player in this league. Only 22 years old, you got to remember that. He is still so young. And he's 99 potential. And he has been great to start this season out. He could be a top player in the game in no time. So they're going to actually bring out Ryan Yarbrough out of the ball game there after that RBI single. So Yarbrough really started out very well. Went through the first 4 innings and didn't give up a run, but ran into some trouble there in that inning, and they take him out and they put in Bruce Delgado, who's been, well, in real life he has some promise, but in this game he has not been a very good relief pitcher for either any team that he's played with. And he does give up a double here into the gap that is going to score 1 run. It looks like they're going to send him. The throw to the plate is not going to be in time. New York does score another run. That run is charged to Yarbrough, not Bruce Dar. But Bruce Delgado really has not lived up to his A potential in this franchise at all. As you saw his numbers there, he has not had a good start to the season at all. So they're going to walk Jesus Sanchez here to load the bases with still 1 out to put the double play in play and have that double play still be a possibility. Here to try and get out of the inning. As now we get Outbone coming up here. Outbone really struggling to start the year. Only batting around 200, 210 is his average right there. And now he's kind of hovering around the Mendoza line to start the season. But I believe that he will. I mean, he does get a base hit right there, and watch this. This is going to score 2 more runs. As it's now 5-1 New York. Alec Boehm, probably his biggest hit of the season here. As actually they count that as an error. Forgot about this. It's a ground ball to second base, and yeah, on replay review, on second look, that should have been a play that should have been made out there by the second baseman. He put his glove up way too much, and that actually scores 2, and it's not an RBI for Alec Boehm. So there, to get the second out, they throw it home. As Paul DeYoung, I don't know if he probably could have gone a double play the normal way, but he throws it home to get the second out of the inning. And then the next batter, line drive, diving play, and a nice catch made out there by Michael Conforto. Oh my goodness, what a play! Hit the home run earlier, and then he makes that play, diving to prevent another run from scoring. And it's a 5-1 game here in the middle of the 5th. So New York really tacking on, really getting a lot of runs here. And now you get a 4-run cushion to Stephen Quinlan, who gets another strikeout on Wilson Contreras, his 7th K of the game. And now Paul DeYoung, who's 0 for 1 with a K tonight, and he strikes out as well. So 8 strikeouts for Quinlan here through 5 innings tonight. And he was excellent all throughout this game. 5-1 ahead of 5. New York on top of Houston, trying to send Houston back to a 500 record, even in 11-11 now. Here we go, top of the 6th inning. John White 1 for 3, and he looks at a strike 3 call on the outside corner. He doesn't like it. He does not think that was a strike, as he's digging into the batter's box even after the pitch was called. But yeah, that was a strike, just touching the outside corner. So 2 away. Tim Anderson, ground ball, first base. Andrew Vaughn up with it, tagging or stepping on first to end the inning. And we are going to go to the middle of the 6th here, still a 5-1 lead for New York. Well, Houston is going to make a comeback. They got to do it now. Cody Stashak coming in the game here for New York. So I thought this was very interesting. They did take out Stephen Quinlan after only 5 innings. You know, he had 7 strikeouts at least. Only gave up 1 run. Not really. I think they should have at least tried to get him one more inning. It is the top of the order here in the bottom of the 6th, but still, for the 4-run lead, I think that they took him out too early. So let's see what Stashak does. Maybe Stashak will disprove my words here, because he's starting out the 6th inning very well with a ground ball and now a strikeout here to get 2 down in the inning. So just maybe he'll prove me wrong. Man, that pitch could have gone either way. That was very close. Oh, to the Chris Bryant, and it's a strikeout there. Another K. So a good inning for Stashak there. A couple of strikeouts in the bottom of the 6th inning. So through 6, a 5-1 New York lead. 0-2 pitch here on the top of the 7th. The Bruce Dog getting another strikeout here of Josh Naylor. And that was a nasty pitch for Gatterall, who, really, came in, was kind of struggling there in the first few innings he came in the game, but really the last couple of innings he's been excellent. And watch this! They pick off the runner there. Curtis the Fab was leading off first base, and he went off too far, and they actually pick him off at first. That's like one of the very few times I've ever seen that happen in this game. I usually never see that kind of a thing happen in this game, but it did there. So now we go to the bottom of the 7th, and another strikeout for Stashak, who, oh man, maybe he's making me eat my words a little bit here, because he's got 3 Ks since he's come on. And that's a nice pitch on the inside corner to Anthony Santander for strike 2. And man, can Stashak get another strikeout here, maybe? As here comes a 1-2 pitch to Anthony Santander. And he got him looking high and outside for a beauty. And Stashak, 4 strikeouts. And in a couple of innings here, he was excellent. A great start for him and a 5-1 lead for New York. Now we go to the top of the 8th, 2 men on. Nobody out. That's a strikeout of John White, though, for the first out in the top of the 8th inning. Tim Hill on right now to pitch, and you do not want this game to get any further out of reach than it already is. You gotta get out of this frame without giving up another run, and that's a huge out as Tim Hill gets Curtis LaFab to strike out there. Curtis LaFab was 3 for 4 going into that AB, and the side homer, Tim Hill, getting Curtis LaFab the K there and getting a couple of huge strikeouts here with runners on base. So now trying to end the top of the 8th inning here. Willie Calhoun is 0 for 3 tonight. Fly ball pretty deep in right field. Backing up his right fielder. He's at the wall. Right in front of the wall, and he makes the catch. A good job by Conforto to make that grab and end the top of the 8th inning. So Tim Hill avoids making the lead any bigger. Still 5-1, but you're running out of time. You're running out of outs right now if you're Houston trying to get back in this ball game. So they bring in Archie Bradley here out of the bullpen. 3.2 innings of work so far. He has not given up a run yet. And of course, not a huge sample size, but Archie Bradley has certainly been effective this season so far. And he gets another strikeout here on Paul DeYoung, who that's his 3rd time striking out tonight. And a lot of strikeouts here for the Honey Badgers in this game. I think this lineup is definitely susceptible to a lot of strikeouts here. There's a lot of guys that hit for, a ton of power, hit for a lot of home runs on this lineup. But now we get Andrew Vaughn, who floats one into right field that is caught. A nice play there, right near the foul line there. Willie Calhoun bringing it in and ending the 8th inning. So Archie Bradley, another scoreless frame for him to start the year. And now we go to the bottom of the 9th inning here. Scott Oberg coming on. Only pitched 1 inning. Well, he did not do very good in that 1 inning. That's what I'll say about him. But he's a very veteran type presence. I think 37 years old. He's a guy that's been around the league for a while. He used to be Rocky, so I really like Scott Oberg. He was excellent last year. In my eyes, he's one of those glitchy relief pitchers that, doesn't have the greatest of ratings. Still falls off every single season, but he is very effective for the bullpen here. And this year, we'll see what he does this season. That is a swing and a miss by Conforto for a huge strikeout. And Scott Oberg retired as the first Capital man here he faces in the bottom of the 9th. So now you have Justin Upton here, 1 for 3 in the game. And he would line one into the gap. And it's over the head of the left fielder and off the wall, and that's going to be another extra base hit for Justin Upton in this one. The 2nd double of the night. And now Suarez, who's also doubled in this game, looks at strike 1 here, 1 for 3 on the night. Now a full count pitch to him is a liner. That's down the line, and that's a base hit. That is fair. That's going to score the run. In comes the runner there to score, as that is going to prompt them to bring in their closer here officially in Diego Castillo. And yes, this is a same situation. Castillo, 8 for 8 so far in save opportunities this season. So, he's been very good. He's just been what this team paid for in a bullpen arm and in a closer. They gave him a huge they traded for him in the offseason. It was their biggest offseason acquisition, and he has been excellent to start the year, and he gets his 9th save of the season there with a strikeout. So that ends the game as New York, the Honey Badgers, get 5 runs off of, not all of them off of Yarbrough. They get the 5 runs in the 1 inning. Stephen Quinlan pitches really, really well in the bullpen, helps him clean up, but that 5-run inning in the 5th, the key for New York tonight. They win it 5-2, and they improve to 16-7 on the year. Houston is now back down to 500. So here we go. We have another game here, one more in the episode. Ethan Navarro, 4 starts this year, and he has had an excellent start to his season. Ethan Navarro, a very young pitcher that I am very excited about for Little Rock and the Trojans this season. So here we go. Bottom of the 1st inning. Kevin Newman, the leadoff hitter, beginning the game against Yanni Chirinos, and he takes strike 1. Yanni Chirinos has been excellent this year, and so have the Cougars, who are 15-7 to begin the season. They have been excellent. Their offense has been very, very good to start the season, and Yanni Chirinos, of course, has been great too. So now we have Jason Dominguez here after a strikeout to begin, and Jason Dominguez has 17 RBIs, but is only batting 198. That's because he has a couple of grand slams already this season. That's because whenever he has gotten a chance to score and get some ribbies, that's when he's been getting his hits for the majority and the most part. As he grounds out there, now we have the lineup here. Yordan Alvarez, Willie Adames struggling to start the year. Shohei Ohtani batting .316. Guzman .218. Royce Lewis has been good to start the season. And Luis Campusano has also been really struggling. Now you get Yordan Alvarez, who strikes out there on a splitter by Chirinos. And Yordan Alvarez is certainly the star of this Little Rock squad, that's for sure. And he does strike out there to end the first inning with no score. So now we go to the bottom of the second. Charlotte up 1-0 here. Willie Adames up. And he would send a ball down the gap and into the corner there, but cut off well by the right fielder, and that's going to be a base hit for Willie Adames. Now Juan Guzman, .218 on the season. Ground ball run right to the second baseman, over to shortstop for one, and on to first for an inning-ending double play. And through two, no score here. 9-1-2 to begin the top of the third inning. They go to the bottom of the third. Ethan Navarro up here with the man on first, laying down a bunt. And he bunts it almost too hard right to the first baseman, who goes to second for one, and they will not be able to get Ethan Navarro as the first baseman pulled off the bag. So that bunt didn't really work out. Now Kevin Newman up 0 for 1 tonight. Let's see what he can do with the man on first. More specifically, the pitcher on first base trying to maybe bring him home. Fouls the first pitch away. And then the 0-1 is a ground ball. Shortstop to second base, though, to end the inning. And Yanni Chirino so far, well, he's had a great start to this one. Ended the third, 2-0. Charlotte on top here tonight so far. Bottom of the fourth here, nobody out. Jason Dominguez looks at ball 4 just inside. As now you get Yordan Alvarez. The man on first here, 0 for 1 with that strikeout. Now let's see the first pitch to him. And that he's going to take a slider on the outside corner. Then the next pitch is a little tiny chopper to the mound. Back to Chirinos. Throws it to first, but up to second goes Jason Dominguez now. And I have Willie Adames 1 for 1 with that base hit earlier. And the 0-1 pitch to him. He swings. He sends a ball into the outfield. That's going to be a hit. Here comes Dominguez. He's going home. The throw to the plate is not in time. And Little Rock will score. And that's a base hit. It's 2-1. And now Shohei Ohtani lifts a ball deep to right field. And it is gone. Into the right field seat, Shohei Ohtani with a big home run, and Little Rock takes the lead. And that'll get the hometown crowd excited. A 3-2 lead now for the Little Rock Trojans. Shohei Ohtani continuing his excellent offensive start to the season there with a beautiful swing and a drive. And again, what a swing there. What a drive by Shohei. 384 off of the bat. So now a 3-2 lead for Little Rock. That's going to be a strikeout of Guzman for the second out. So a good comeback there by Chirinos to get a K after giving up a homer. And that pitch, I think that pitch was definitely right on the corner. So a good call by the home plate umpire. That is a swing and a miss as well. So a couple of Ks after Chirinos gives up the home run there. And through 4, still 3-2 Little Rock on top. With the home run by Ohtani. So going to the bottom of the 5th inning. Jason Dominguez with 2 men on, 1 man out, a little tiny chopper. They go to second and they do get the out at second base. So now men on the corners for Yordan Alvarez. And he swings and he hits a ball very high. He hits it very hard. Right field, and it's a home run. Oh, Yordan Alvarez with a 3-run shot. And the Little Rock Trojans extend their lead. And Alvarez extremely hot to begin the year, one of the best hitters in baseball. And he just hit a massive 3-run homer to give Little Rock a big lead in this ball game now. A 2-6 lead for the Trojans. That's going to be strike 3 called on the outside corner, as Chirinos does respond to yet another home run with a K. But now Little Rock up 6-2 after 5. Potentially well on their way to maybe even cruising through this ball game tonight. Now you have here in the quick manage, 2-run home run by Kyle Saul. So Charlotte making it a little bit closer. And then another hit. David Fletcher with the single to make it a 1-run ball game. And now you got Royce Lewis here with the man on first base, a 3-1 pitch. Fly ball deep in the right center. That ball is down, and that ball is going to be a double, maybe a triple. Actually, he is going to go to third, and he's there. An RBI triple. That'll score another run, and it's now a 5-7 lead for Little Rock. A triple there for Royce Lewis, as he hit that ball a long way right into the gap. I mean, pretty much the perfect spot for a triple here. And now you have a man on third for Luis Camposano, who's actually 2 for 2 in the game. And make it 3 for 3 as he gets a line drive in the outfield for a base hit and for an RBI. 5-8, Little Rock on top. So go top of the 9th inning here. They're going to bring on their closer to close this ball game out. Base hit by Rosario to start. And then a 2-run double by Moncada. Now we are tied. And now they bring in Mike Becker to try and save the game. But a couple of fly balls, including a sac fly. And now all of a sudden, Little Rock trailing 9-8 here in the bottom of the 9th. So now, Kevin Newman lining it and down into the gap. That's going to be extra bases. It looks like a double. But Kevin Newman is starting off the 9th. That's a good start for Little Rock. The Trojans trying to win this one here today. As now Jason Dominguez is 0 for 3 tonight. With a man on second base here, bottom of the 9th inning. And the first pitch, line drive. That ball is over the head of the outfielder and off the wall. Now, not sure what the runner was doing. He should have probably gone home on that. But he said he stayed at first, and now there's second and third. Still nobody out. Here is Yordan Alvarez. He swings at the first pitch, sends it up the middle for a base hit. 1 run is going to score. Here comes the winning run. He's safe, and Little Rock walks it off. A huge win for the Trojans, who blow the lead in this one, but still end up coming back and winning the ball game here in the bottom of the 9th inning. My, oh my, Yordan Alvarez, a clutch 2-ribby single to give the Trojans the lead. That was an exciting game tonight. A 9-8 final score. And what an episode here, guys. What a ball game. And again, next episode will be the June, or no, I think it's the first recap, first month of the season recap. And they're showing Ohtani, the player of the game. He gets splashed with some Gatorade. Oh, they got him really good there with that. And he's drenched. So again, here we go. We keep this series moving. 9-10 final. I'm Lucas from Mars. Thank you guys for watching this one. Have a great day. I'll see you guys in the next episode. And take care, guys.